Welcome back to another episode of My City Market, where we spotlight entrepreneurs making a real impact. Today, we're in the heart of West Yorkshire, Bradford, inside Nigerian House, a business that brings home away from home through culture, fashion, and community. So why don't we go ahead and take a look and meet the founders.
Hello, how are you?
Hello.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Such a beautiful space.
Thank you so much. Please.
Thanks again for having us. Could you kindly introduce yourselves?
My name is Phyllis Maduka,
Mhm.
and here is my wife, Dr. Ezinne Maduka. I'm the director of Nigeria House.
Okay, let's start from the beginning. So, what inspired you to start Nigeria House? And I'd also like to know, how did the idea from bringing home away from home come to life?
So when we came to Bradford, there were lots of gaps, lots of need that were there to be met. We looked around. There were no African fabrics. There were lots of African foods, but there were none for African wears. And our people, we also have to go all the way to London or even go back home to Nigeria to bring some of our fabrics here. And that was a big challenge. There were no African fabrics shops all around here, not even in Leeds, not in Manchester. Actually, we are the first African fabrics shop in the whole of West Yorkshire.
Fascinating, because now that you mention it, since I live in Bradford, I've just noticed we have such a big Nigerian culture and community, but you don't see a Nigerian store where they sell actual cultural clothing. And it's nice to see you making a difference.
Thank
you
you.
very much. How do you outsource your first material? And did you face any challenges with any of the suppliers?
Yeah, there were lots of challenges. Initially, we had a challenge of where to source the materials from. Bearing in mind that it's not only Africans that produces our wares. So we looked at the Germany market, we looked at Holland, the Velisco, we looked at China, we looked at Nigeria. And so we looked at the market. We looked at the market which have good quality and which are affordable. And so we also had to consider the shipment, the transportation. And so yes, at the end, we found places where we get our fabrics from. So we are not just buying from one place; we are buying from different places.
Awesome. And speaking of suppliers, so how did you start building relationship with the suppliers, and how did you ensure you received quality material every time?
So most of them we are done online. Some of them we are done over the telephone. Some of them have to send us in some of the samples. We have to see what they are doing. That was just exactly how we did it. So calls, online chatting, sending samples. Yeah.
Okay. And with that much inventory, how did you handle the inventory and demand, especially dealing with different fabrics and custom orders?
That was a very big challenge.
I can imagine, yeah.
Bearing in mind that even though we are into fabrics, it's not something that we have trained or spent lots of years learning about the fabrics. But then we are quick learners, and so yes, so we got help from the family, from the suppliers, and with time we're able to learn the different fabrics. We're able to get them. The inventories, for now, both of us are still managing. Managing the shops. So we take the inventories ourselves. So we know what people are demanding, and of course we take them over to the suppliers, and they're able to get them for us. Actually, we are quick. Whatever you need, just let us know what you need, and we're able to source it for you. We're able to make it for you. Just within a short time, we will deliver to you what you need.
Wow, that's very efficient. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. And so, in that case, what best marketing strategies would you say have worked best for you in reaching the African diaspora locally?
So mostly my husband. So he's a member of so many African communities. So of course we have to advertise in the African communities. We have to advertise in the shops, in the churches, African shops, and also we reach the whole of Bradford and over through the Teleagos, the TM. So they did the advert for us. So, and of course we have so many people coming in. It's not just, even though we are saying that it's bringing a bit home, away from home, but actually it's not just the African community that the Nigeria house is reaching. It was a surprise to actually find out that we are really reaching out to all the communities round about us. The British, they love our fabrics, they buy it. The Asian community, they love our materials, they buy it. So this was what we didn't expect initially. But so we say again, maybe we say we have something for everybody here in the whole West Yorkshire.
Awesome, fantastic. And do you have any practical tips? Let's say how you set your prices for customers that's fair, affordable, but yet still profitable for you?
Yeah, so basically we thought this is a new business. This is the first business. Though we want to take off the burden, we actually want to make things easy for our community. And so we thought initially, it's not just about making profit. Yes, we want to make profit, but it's not just about the money, but it's about, creating this awareness. It's about serving the community. Our prices, they are fair, they are affordable, they are unbeatable, and so everybody can buy something from Nigeria House. There's something for everyone, and are very affordable. So, like we said, it's not just about the money, it's not about the profit, but it's just about meeting this need and taking this burden off our community.
Awesome. Sounds very inclusive. I love that. Do you have any advice you would like to give to someone, let's say for instance, who wants to serve their cultural community, but they have no idea where to start?
So yes, I would say there are so many ways to serve the community. Okay, initially it might look as if you are not doing anything. Like when we started the Nigeria House, it was just, okay, let's just do something for the community. But finally, we are serving the whole community. So yeah, there are so many things that one can do. I have a sister in the church. She's doing moi moi, she's doing agidi for the community. It's actually serving the community, because these are kind of food that you can only get back home. So some of us, we don't know how to do it, but she makes it, she sells it in the church, and of course one day she might just have a shop. So there are so many things that one can do. You can start small. You can start at home, and then with time, you could still expand. Nigeria House actually started at home in the house before we came out to get a shop.
So you really brought home away from home.
Well,
Awesome.
from home, so
Literally
yeah.
fantastic. Awesome. And I would also like to know what's one mistake you made early on that became a powerful lesson for you now for your business journey.
I think the mistakes that we made was, number one was the shipment. So initially we had some kind of logistic issues, costs. So we did some shipping that were so expensive. Where this matters is that every money that we pay out is going to increase our end price, and this is what we do not want. Like we said, it's not just about the profit, but it's actually making our stuffs affordable and also meeting the need of the community. So we want our prices to be low, and so we didn't really want to pay so much on the shipment. So the first shipments that we did, first, second, they were so expensive. So, but with God's help and more open doors, so we now have cheaper ways of bringing our goods back to Bradford. So that was one of the things that we said, I don't know whether it's a mistake, but then we just didn't know. So that was one thing. And again, another thing that we made was, again, when you order some stuffs online, sometimes the things that comes to you is not what you actually expect. So sometimes we have to send things back, losing money there. And so we are more cautious. So we don't want to make such mistakes again because they are expensive.
Awesome. And what we also noticed through our interview stories is it takes mentality and belief from someone to push through and grow. But what would you say to someone who's starting off, let's say, with little to no money or no connections?
Yeah, that was just our case.
Okay, then tell us about it.
That was our case too. I mean, we started also with so little money. I remember the first shipment that we made was just some few Ankaras, some few Hollandese that we brought in. We packed them in their house, and then I told some people I have some Ankaras. So I posted on Facebook, I'm going to start off a market. We created the group on Facebook and say we deal with Ankara. We didn't have a shop. We had just few Ankaras at home, and so we first of all created the awareness on the church group, and that was how we started. So we didn't really have much, and again we didn't have a shop, so we packed most of them at home. The more we get, we pack them at home until we got a place. So I think we don't have to wait to have all the money before we start. We can start with whatever that we have, and then we can progress from there.
Right. So just be dedicated and keep driving, keep doing what you're doing.
Just yeah.
Fantastic. So in your case, you said you started off with little to no money, but you kept on going. And I would like to know, was there any moments where you felt like quitting, where it was difficult? And if there was any moment like that, what kept you going and pushing through?
Yeah, I think the first there were moments like you feel that, is this going to work? Yeah, it's the moments that you've created all the awareness, you have invited the people to come and like your page and view your page, and then people are viewing, but nobody's buying. Nobody's buying, and you are like, is this going to sell? So, but we kept on doing it, and then when we got into the shop, Even now that we got into the shop, right? So the rent is there because it's still new. So sometimes not every day that you sell, and then you keep asking, is this thing going to work? Okay, but just we know everything that is new is always difficult. It's always hard. It's always hard. And some businesses, it might take more than a year or two even to stand. So we are just pushing through, hoping that we are going to actually break through. And again, God who has started it is able to actually perfect it. So yes, we are still pushing, hoping that we are going to break through, and we are going to break through because other people, other businesses broke through. So why will we not break through?
Thank you very much.
I'm breaking it with the finger and hands. I can see.
Yes, sir.
That is it now. We're going to break it.
Would you mind showing us through your lovely material?
They are all 100% cottons. Yeah, they are very nice fabrics. They do not fade. So for instance, I can show you. So this is shoe and bag. This is so lovely. So you can use it to make, to make gowns, free gowns. You can also use it like the Igbo wrap, have a blouse up and then use this as, as two wrappers. So, and they're all, like I said, 6 years, 100% cottons. So, and then we have so many lovely materials. This is the krekere star. That's the Igbo krekere star. That's the blue part of it. That's the teardrops. So this is the ABC. And then we don't just have only the Nigerian fabrics. We also have the Ghanaian fabric. This is kente. This is called kente. So that is Ghana fabrics. They're all 100% fabrics. So you can use them for all things: skirts, blouse, gowns, trouser. And there are other beautiful colors. So that is also the kente. That's the Ghana kente. So, and down here we have the high targets. So we have the high targets that are all beautiful fabrics, but these ones are not 100% cotton. So they are mixed with polyester. They are also very lovely, and you can make lots of good styles from them. They also don't actually fade. So I have some that I've had over 20 years, and they're still good. They're still lovely. So, and I also want to show you some Igbo George. So these are plain Georges. These are plain Georges. The Igbos, they will know what I'm talking about. So they are for festivals. So we use them on occasions. You can also use them just to sew skirts, whatever you like. They are plain George, 100% cottons. They don't wash, they don't fade. So and these are our lovely Isiago. These are the Isiago. This is the so this is the Isiago, which the Igbos are actually known from. Yeah. So we have different colors, different sizes. We also have some for children. Actually, I just want to show you. So lovely. So basically, if your child is having birthday, weddings, these are the right outfit for them. Okay. So again, we have some matching shoes and bags. There is something for everybody, for everyone here in Nigeria House. And here you can get everything that you need for every kind of occasion, or maybe just for the summer, just to wear to go out. Just come in and I'm sure you'll find something affordable here in Nigeria House. Thank you.
What an inspiring interview. I would like to say thank you to the team of Nigeria House for reminding us that culture is just not what you wear, but it's how you live. So if you're looking for quality African fabrics, traditional wear, event outfits, this is the place to be. Stay tuned to hear some more stories that turn mindsets into market. Thank you guys.